going on your phones.
Yeah. All right, so today we are going to continue our study of two-step inequalities. So our learning target for today's I can model and solve two-step inequalities. All right, so model and solve. So what we're going to be able to do today is we want to be able to write a inequality from a word problem and then solve it. So we need to think about our math keywords and how we're going to do that. So our first problem today says Hamish has $25.97 in his pocket to spend at the craft store. He wants to buy a paint canvas and some paint pens. How many paint pens can Hamish buy? Okay. So he has $25.97 to spend. What does that mean for us?
That's his total.
Okay, that's his total. Okay, so if we're thinking about inequalities, can we spend $25.97?
Yes.
Can we spend more than?
No, it's less than.
So it's going to be?
Less than.
Okay, so let's break this problem down. He can spend less than or equal to $25.97. Now some other information we have for the problem. A canvas, he wants to buy one of those, is $14. And the paint pens are $3.15 each. Do we know how many paint pens we can buy?
No.
No. But how are we going to figure out the total just for the paint pen?
By dividing.
Subtracting 14.
No, multiplication.
Okay, so I heard subtraction, division, and multiplication. Okay? If I know the paint pens are $3.15, and I don't know how many I can buy with that, each one is $3.15. Okay, so that means one would be $3.15, two would be $6.30. Okay, so we're going to use multiplication. When we see the word each, remember, that was in both multiplication and division. Right down here. Do you guys remember that graphic that we did? Where we pulled back and forth. I think we did that when we were all remote.
Yeah.
Okay? So we write that, okay, $3.15 times P. Now we also want to buy a canvas. Talk?
Then plus $14.
Yeah. Plus 14. So we modeled our inequality from our problem. $3.15 P plus 14 is less than or equal to $25.97. Each paint pen is $3.15. One canvas is 14. And we can spend $25.97. That's all we have in our pocket. We can't go over that. So that's where our less than or equal to symbol comes in. Okay? Now, the difference between these problems and the ones that we've been doing is these are going to have decimals in them. Is that okay?
Yes.
Yeah, we've done this. We know how to do this. Okay? Follow our steps, right? Upside down T. Add or subtract. Multiply or divide. Check or answer. Okay. So what am I going to do first if I want to solve?
Yeah.
Very good. Very good, Anna. Subtract 14. This is the part where our calculator really comes in handy, right? Okay? I don't know about you, but it's not even 8 o'clock in the morning. I don't want to subtract decimals. Is it okay to use my tools?
Yes.
Yeah, it's okay to use our tools. Our mathematical practices says using tools appropriately or using appropriate tools, that's mathematical practice number 5. So using your calculator is totally appropriate. So our 14s cancel out. And then 25, so this is 1197. Is that right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So what this tells us is that I've got $11.97 to spend on paint pen. Okay? How am I going to figure out how many paint pens I can buy?
You have to divide 315.
Very good. So again, because P is not by itself, I got to do another upside down T. 315 is being multiplied by P, so I need to divide it. Okay, and again, do you want to divide $11.97 by $3.15? Heck no. No, thank you.
I'm good.
A, I don't want to do long division this early in the morning. I just don't. And that's okay. So $11.97 divided by $3.15.
It's 3.8.
Okay.
But you would have. But wouldn't you run that down to 3 then? Because you can't go over your $25.97.
Okay. So let's talk about this. This is interesting. P is less than or equal to 3 8/10. So that means I can buy 3 8/10 of a paint pen.
So how do you divide?
So that means I can buy 3 8/10 of a paint pen. Can I go into the craft store and say, okay, I want 3 of those paint pens, and then can you only do 8/10 of that one? Because that's all I can afford.
No.
No. So how many paint pens can you actually buy?
3.
Okay. So you can, because you can't buy, you don't have any more money to spend. So you can only buy part of this paint pen. Because you can only buy part of it, you can't buy it. So we can only buy 3 paint pens. Okay?
Your video stuff.
So, Hamish can buy again, whenever we have a decimal, we need to, and especially if it's a less than, okay? And when we're talking about purchasing an item, okay? Now, can we buy 8/10 of a paint pen? No. But if I go to the grocery store, can I buy 8/10 of a pound of something?
Yes.
Yeah. So we have to think about the context of our problem. Okay? That's really important for us as adults, as children learning this. We need to think about how this works. Okay? Is this a real world application right now?
Yes.
Yeah, because we can sub in anything into this problem. They gave us a total amount that we can spend. That's our budget. And then they gave us the prices of items. And we have to figure out how much we can buy. As adults, we do this every single day. Because the majority of adults live on a budget. The majority of adults we're not John Bezos. Is that his name?
Yeah.
Jeff Bezos, okay? I don't own Amazon. Okay? I don't. You would think I do with the amount of packages that come to the house, but I don't. Okay? I'm not the Target CEO. I'm not Bill Gates.
But your family owns a company.
Dear God, I'm not the Kardashians. Okay? We don't have unlimited funds, so the majority of the Americans, the majority of the people in the world live on a budget. So this is something that as adults we have to do every day. Because we got to pay rent or mortgages, car payments, insurance, gas, any of our utilities, groceries. So yeah, these are real world applications, and although Hamish is just going to the store and buying paint pens, this is something that you are going to use every day in your life because you only have so much money to spend. All right, so the next one. Erin has $52 to spend at the florist. She wants to buy a vase for $11.75 and several roses for $3.50 each. What are the possible numbers of roses Erin can buy? So how much do we have to spend? $52. That's it. Can we go over 52?
No.
Can we spend less than 52?
Yes.
Yeah.
It would be less than or equal to 70.
Very good. Less than or equal to 52. The roses are $3.50 each. Okay, so that tells us that one rose is $3.50. Anything above one rose, what operation do we have to do to figure out how much money we're going to spend on the roses? Multiplication. So $3.50 times R. Why did I choose R?
Because roses.
Very good, roses. Could I choose any variable?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Then once you add $11.75 to
Very good. We have to add $11.75. This is the amount of our base. This is the amount, the total cost of our roses, and this is how much money we can spend. Okay? Take your time right now and solve this inequality. So use your tools. Okay? Think about your inverse operations and what you need to do. You guys ready? Good so far?
Yes.
Okay. So what does this mean to us? Mason?
My 11 roses.
Okay. So this means that Aaron can buy 11. Yeah. It's a girl, Aaron.
Oh.
Okay, so Aaron can buy 11 roses or less, right? Okay, so if you're ever buying a rose or a set of roses for your sweetheart, okay, should you say, I would like 11 and a half roses? No, because what portion of the rose are they going to give you? The thorns, right? So if you try to buy roses for your sweetie pie, and they get 11 roses and one thing of thorns, they're not going to notice those 11 other roses. They're going to notice that one thing of thorns that you put in that bouquet. So, 11 roses will be just fine for your honey.
Oh, one rose.
Honey bunny.
It sounds even better.
Your honey.
One rose. One rose sounds better.
My husband, when we were younger, because we've been dating since we were 14, remember? Yeah, I know. Yeah. Long time.
This is my brother.
It's very, very long. Now college was a little rough because, college, things happen, whatever, it's fine. College is a little wild.
College
Right?
is college.
So, my husband used to always buy me flowers when we were growing up. I can count as adults on my one hand how many times I've gotten flowers since then. But when we were kids, oh man, flowers all the time. He'd just come in the door on a Tuesday with flowers, right? After school. Or he'd leave like flowers on my car after school, stuff like that. Real cute stuff. And now we're married.
And now that doesn't happen. Because when you get married, stuff doesn't happen.
Now
as
it's
much.
like, hey, what's for dinner?
It's not
It's okay.
it's not like
It's all, but it's always funny. I'm always like, oh, do you
just-
remember when he used to buy me roses all the time? No, I didn't do that. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did.
I have multiple pictures.
It happened.
I could prove you wrong.
I do. I have every single note because my husband used to like come over after school, and like sometimes I'd have to go to practice, so he'd just come hang out at my house with my, because my mom was home all the time. So he used to like come hang out at my house. My mom would give an afternoon snack, and then he'd go back to school to pick up his brother for like football or basketball or whatever my brother-in-law did. And my husband used to leave me notes in my room. So he'd take like a piece of paper, and I have every single one of those notes. I know, right?
Boring.
He's like, I never did that. I was like, dude, this is your handwriting. Because we were cleaning out the basement, I had all this stuff. He goes, I used to do that stuff. I was like, yeah, all the time. He goes, oh, that's so funny. I was like, now I get a text message about if I send him a text message, he just responds with like a meme or something. Real sweet.
He used
Real
to be
sweet.
like really sweet. Now it's it used to be really sweet. Now it's like school lunch nostalgia.
The school lunch nostalgia, yes, very good, yeah. Chicken patties nostalgia. That was what Lucy had yesterday, so. All right, members of the Science Club are selling coupon booklets for $17.95 as a fundraiser. They hope to exceed the amount of money that they raised last year. How many more coupon booklets must the club members sell to achieve their goal? So here's where they were last year. Here's where they want to be this year.
No, it's the other
No,
one.
it's
That's
No.
where that was their total last.
Oh, sorry. Here's where we are now. This is where we were last year. Sorry. Okay, then flip flop. You're right. Okay, so if we're here and we want to get to here, but not only here, we want to exceed the amount. So if we want to exceed the amount greater than, so it's just a greater than, right? It's not even an equal to in this situation because we want to go over that. So we want to be greater than 658 and 35 cents. How much is each coupon booklet?
17.95.
$17.95. So $17.95 for one. What are we gonna do? What operation to figure out? We're gonna multiply. Very good.
Then what do we?
How much do we already have?
498.75 cents.
So these two values, when we add these two values, we want to be greater than $658.35. Okay? Now, these numbers are larger. Is that okay? Yeah, that's okay. Do we still know how to do these problems? Yeah, we started small, right? We started with integers. We started with numbers that were between 1 and 10. Now, because we're so good at that, and we've done so many of those problems, we can handle larger numbers. Our process does not change just because our numbers are larger. We still follow our same steps. Upside down T, adding or subtracting, multiplying or dividing. So again, it's okay to have larger numbers. We still use the same principles of solving when we're doing our problems. So when we walk through this problem, what it's actually telling us is I already have this amount. So we need to raise $159.60 with coupon booklets. Now how many coupon booklets do I need to buy, or do I need to sell? I got to divide to find that number.
Weird decimal.
I got a big decimal.
Okay, so let's round it. B has to be greater than 8 and 89 hundredths. Can I sell 89 hundredths of a coupon booklet?
No.
No, you can't. Are you sure? You can't go up to someone and say, all right, here's the deal. I want to buy that coupon booklet, but I don't want any of the dry cleaners. I don't want any of this stuff. I only want food and entertainment in my coupon book. Can you make that happen? No, you can't do that. You can't buy 89 hundredths of a coupon booklet or 89% of a coupon booklet. So how many coupon booklets do we actually need to sell?
No, not. Actually,
Okay, well let's think about 8, okay? Because in the other problems, we rounded down, correct? Because those were all what? Those were all less than. So if I only sell 8 coupon booklets, $17.95 times 8 plus $498.75,
You're getting to your.
I'm at $642.35.
You're still under, so you have to.
I'm still under, so we have to
round it up.
brought it up. Oh, I see.
Low power.
Oh, battery's on.
So that means that the science club has to sell 9 or more books, right? Okay, so science club needs to sell 9 or more books to meet their fundraising goal. Okay. All right. Blast from the past right now. You're going to get out your workbooks. Volume 2. Okay, volume 2. Okay. So if those are at home, that's okay. It's okay. Tonight, what I would like for you to do, so your homework tonight, okay, we're going to be in volume 2. Okay.
I actually have it.
Only one.
Okay, so volume 2. This is going to be pages 292 and 293. I want you to do 6, 10, and 11. Okay, 6, 10, and 11. Now, let's see how quickly, or if I can do this. So, in your Google Classroom,
I don't even think I got the volume 2 book.
Yeah. He wasn't
I don't even think I got it.
I got it.
I didn't get one. Because he wasn't here because he was online and then he was COVID-19. I have one online. Did I
you
get
have
it?
one.
I have one.
Yeah, those kids should have them because they got them at the beginning of the year. Brooke and Bailey didn't have theirs because they were in COVID quarantine. Were you in COVID quarantine?
Yes.
When the basketball girls were in COVID quarantine?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right, so here's what I want you to see. If you don't have your book, that's okay. Because right here, I gave you access to the book, and it's online. So if you forget your book, you can't find your book, you could just go here. Oh, it's not going to let me because I don't have your account. But, I don't know, maybe it will. Oh, yeah, see? Oh, no, okay. Oh.
Oh, look, I got a trumpet because I was in dance. Did you choose that? Did you choose them?
No, you did. And
Oh,
so-
look, I'm just a random.
So you'll go
gingerbread.
here, okay, listen up. You'll go here, and then it can take you right to the book, and then it'll give you pages down here, and you can select the pages. All right, so if you don't have your book, do you have access to your book anyway? Yeah, because you can get it through Google Classroom. Okay, so let's see here. I really need to stop jumping. Yes, sir.
Oh, what are the pages again?
I'm sorry, 292 and 293.
6, 10, and 11.
Yep, 6, 10, and 11. I will post this on Google Classroom as well, just in case you forget.